Tonight on CTV, an update on what's happening with some Fort Collins abandoned houses. Plus, we'll take a tour of the famous city of Barcelona, Spain.
Welcome to CTV this Valentine's Day. I'm Kelsey Peterson.
And I'm Tom Mullen. We've got Ryan Hillman here. Ryan, you're looking nice in red tonight.
Hey, I'm just going to say we got the best designers out there. We look good. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Same to you.
Huge game last night at Moby Arena. Rams continue their winning streak, 27 straight games at home now. Now moved up in the RPI to 13th in the nation. We were at 15. Gotta love Ram sports right now. And you guys, Harlem Dance is taking over the nation. Check it out from Moby last night.
Con los terroristas.
I am pretty sure it's safe to say you can kiss Gangnam Style goodbye and say hello to Harlem, the new fan favorite.
The new fad.
I will have more sports and highlights later in the show, and I guarantee I show you guys the best shot of the year in basketball.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Thanks, Ryan.
Yep.
For those of you who take West Prospect Road to get to campus, you might need to find another route to get to school come March. Prospect will be closed from College Avenue to Center Drive for about 6 weeks due to construction for the new MAX bus system. This construction will help to update the area around CSU's campus and make it possible for the MAX transit to begin. Luckily, businesses around the Prospect area will be able to remain open. The City of Fort Collins plans to provide detour street signs around the construction in order to get to these businesses as well as campus. Despite these disadvantages, Site Superintendent Eric Berg urges the community to stay positive and bear with the construction, as will ultimately help with traffic flow and bring Fort Collins closer to completing the new transit system.
We've got some sad news for you. Unfortunately, the beautiful lights in Old Town are coming down Monday. The lights have been up since November but are being taken down due to the holidays being over. So make sure to head to Old Town this weekend if you want to enjoy them one more time before they're gone.
And speaking of Fort Collins scenery, the city has big plans for some empty houses along Plum Street that are right now just sitting collecting dust and debris. Students walking along Plum Street over on the west side of campus may have noticed some deserted-looking houses. The seemingly abandoned properties that stretch from City Park Avenue to Astor Street have been sitting in a state of disrepair for several months now. With each passing week, the buildings continue to fall apart, while the amount of trash and debris around them increases. Nearby residents wonder what purpose these abandoned homes serve. Now, according to Larimer County housing records, the houses in the street on this block, all the way down to Astor Street, are actually going to be cleared out for student housing, but it's really unknown when that plan's actually going into effect. And for now, all these houses are just sitting here waiting, unoccupied. Now, if we look over here, sometimes construction crews come in and gut out the house, but the strange thing is they just leave everything out here on the lawn like a bunch of trash instead of taking it away. Speaking of trash, there's a ton of trash on the lawns all around these houses. There's beer bottles, fireworks, deodorant cans, dead trees, dead leaves, just the remnants of houses not being taken care of. Now, until that plan actually goes into effect, I guess all these houses are just going to be sitting here waiting. The project is known as the District at Campus West. According to the Fort Collins Planning Department, it involves the construction of 3 new buildings that will hold 189 student housing units, a parking structure, and a pool. Fencing has begun to be set up around some properties, and construction looks like it's ready to begin. However, the Planning Department states that the plan is still awaiting final approval and no building permits have been acquired. Now, the developer for the project, Ripley Design Incorporated, cannot be reached for a comment. However, the expiration date for the project is June 3rd of this year, so we can expect things to get underway soon.
Coming up, Kelsey McAllister is here with your weekly weather forecast to tell you what to expect this weekend.
And we take you to Barcelona for some famous Spanish icons.
Don't go away.
Colorado State University is committed to expanding access to education. Today, that includes online learning. CSU brings faculty and programs to students around the state and around the world. With flexibility to earn a degree online from a world-class university. and the ability to balance education with work and family. Learn more at succeedwithcsu.org.
Valentine's Day. Today it was very chilly and snow flurries started to fall around 9:30 this morning. The high temperatures were very cool across the state. Let's take a look and see what we had in store today. So you can see across the state, 41 in Colorado Springs, 28 in Denver, 27 in Fort Collins, which is not that high, much higher than Vail, which was at 23. The low for tonight is 13 degrees with snowy conditions. Tomorrow will be very cool as well with a breeze and the chance of snow lingers through tomorrow. The snow amount will vary throughout the state. So you can see 6 to 12 inches in some of the high country and then up 4 to 8 inches, 1 to 2 inches over here. So it's going to be beautiful, but Fort Collins cannot expect too much, which will be nice. But across the country, there is a warm front that is sitting there. So it's going to move in and give us beautiful temperatures over the weekend, but don't be fooled because this is going to move out very quickly and give us a snowstorm next week. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. On tomorrow, Friday, 37 degrees with snow lingering around, so it'll be chilly, but Saturday it bumps up 20 degrees to 57 with mostly sunny skies. That will linger through the weekend, and on Monday, temperatures will dip down into the 40s, which is seasonal for us at this time of year. Tuesday will be in the mid-40s and Wednesday will be in the mid-40s as well. So it will be actually pretty nice, but still pretty chilly. Be sure and bundle up if you're heading out tonight. So tune in tomorrow morning for my Friday Rammers report. For CTV Weather, I'm Kelsey McAllister. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Kelsey. The Peace Corps recently announced that the Fort Collins-Loveland area has received the nation's highest rankings for the amount of volunteers per capita. More than 8,000 volunteers are working in 76 host countries. CSU currently ranks number 6 in the graduate school category and 13th in the undergraduate category for Peace Corps involvement rankings.
Reporter Kate Winkle is studying abroad this semester in Spain. We've got a special feature of her new home as she gives us a tour of the land of the setting sun.
8 hours away from Madrid by bus, Barcelona, Spain is a great trip for a long weekend.
I'm standing in front of La Sagrada Familia, Gaudi's famous unfinished cathedral. The line stretches about 2 sides of the cathedral. It has a pretty decent wait, but believe me, it is totally worth it.
First stop on every tourist list is a peek at famous architectural wonders. Antoni Gaudí is famous for his modernistic architecture, most notable of which is La Sagrada Familia. Much of Gaudí's work is inspired by nature and natural geometry, which can be seen in his use of columns within the church to represent a dense forest. During the summer, approximately 10,000 people visit the site per day. For a few euros more, visitors can ascend to one of the towers of La Sagrada Familia and see the city from on high. Next stop is the National Museum of Art in Catalunya. Before stepping inside to view paintings by El Greco, Picasso, or Dalí, take a look at the view. However, the best way to see Spain's second largest city is from the sky. Gondolas run from various points of Montjuic and over to the beach, providing a stunning view of Barcelona. Sandy Nunez, a CSU student, said she thought Barcelona was a must-see.
It's really pretty. It's a live organism that just thrives on the people around it.
I'm Kate Winkle, reporting from abroad for CTV News.
Wow, that looks like such an incredible experience.
I know. I really wish I could study abroad. It looks like so much fun.
I definitely suggest it. And now we have Ryan Hillman here with sports.
Thank you, guys. How about that game last night? In my 4 years at CSU, I have never seen Moby that electric before. The Whale was packed and a-rockin'. Moby was sold out and set a new record for attendance. Let's roll some highlights from last night. Biggest play of the game coming in the fourth quarter. Rams winning by 1. Dorian Green takes it hard to the hoop, draws the and 1, and he sinks the free throw to put the Rams up by 4. And to finish the game, huge steal by the Rams, and my man John Octius goes hammer time and flushes it home. Rams go on to win 66-60. Eustace after the game, hands off to the fans. Loudest game I have been part of. Huge game for the Rams this weekend as they travel down I-25 and play Air Force, who just beat UNLV last night. Tip-off is at 2 o'clock on Saturday. In my opinion, if we beat Air Force, look for the Rams to be ranked around 18 come Monday. Sticking with the game of basketball, check out this shot coming from Lewis Palmer High School down in the Springs. Anna Olsen of Lewis Palmer throws the ball just about full court range, just about time to expire in the third. It almost looks like a pass, but she shoots it, gets a nice bounce, rolls in for shot of the year. I am calling it now. You guys, this has to be the coolest shot. I don't care if you're a basketball fan or not. This is the coolest shot I've ever seen.
It definitely was pretty amazing. That was just like crazy.
Do you think she could do it again?
2 out of 3 times, yes.
2 out of 3.
And the funny thing is, if you think about it, she's behind the arc. It should be a 3, but since it bounced in, it was only 2 points. They did go on to win the game.
Darn it. Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight.
Make sure to tune in next week for more news, updates, and stories.
Or visit us at ctv11news.com and follow us on Twitter.
Have a good night.